Hello and welcome to How to Use the Question Mark by KJ Language Services. When it comes to punctuation, we often take the humble question mark for granted. Yet the question mark can be used in a variety of ways other than just ending a direct question. So how do we use the question mark? Well, one way of using it is at the ending of sentences containing no verbs. For some grammar purists, sentences without verbs are not correct proper sentences. However, this type of sentence is used quite often. For example, as in what, why, when, where, who, really, how. Question marks can also be used at the end of what we call tag sentences. A tag sentence is simply a statement that is followed by a question. As in, she missed the meeting, didn't she? He's bought a car, hasn't he? We need 4 tickets instead of 6, right? You've been to Paris before, yes? Sometimes there is a need for a sentence that contains a series of questions, and you need to add a question mark after each one. It is best to proceed with caution when writing this type of sentence, as a long series of questions might prove confusing or tedious for the reader. So we've got some examples here. How do we get to the cinema? By bus, train, on foot, in a taxi? Who last fed the cat? You, Dad, Mum, Mary, the neighbour? So there are several times when you do not use the question mark. So there are 2 examples when this particular punctuation mark should not be used. At the end of indirect questions or courteous, polite requests, these types of sentences may appear to be questions, but they do not need question marks. So let's look at some examples. I asked my assistant whether there is an afternoon meeting. I asked my colleague if any letters had arrived. Would you please reply to my email as soon as you can? Would you please close the door after you? So, as you can see, it's not wise to underestimate the question mark or assume its use is very straightforward all the time. The last examples should certainly make you think twice about whether or not it is needed. So, thanks for listening to this video, brought to you by KJ Language Services. For more information on English grammar, as well as proofreading, editing and writing services, please visit our website at www.kjlanguageservices.com.